Hello everyone, Professor MoneyPig Trading, October 9, 2022. We're going to talk about the US football season play, DKNG, DraftKings, and also they might partner with Disney plus ESPN, which is a pretty big news for DraftKings and Disney as well. So really quick, if you're interested in our Discord community, feel free to check us out on www.moneypigtrading.com, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, or MoneyPig Trading on our social media. Feel free to follow. So the gambling stocks actually have been relatively strong in this bear market. So on September 26th, we post that Macau is going to reopen. So the Macau's related stocks are actually going out. One of them will have been swinging it successfully with 90% return, which is ticker net MLCO. We predict the stock price will push up to 8.12. And on Thursday, last Thursday, actually MLCO did touch our 8.12 target price. Pretty accurate prediction based on our algorithm, and it's a very nice trade. And it's actually interesting that this MLCO might have more upside since it has been pretty oversold due to the Macau COVID-19 restriction. Now the tourists start to come back. MLCO actually started to come out and continue to rally to the upside. Coming back to the topic today, we're actually talking about the ticker name DKNG, DraftKings. It's actually the US leading sport betting company, and if you log into the homepage, you're basically going to see the sport book and also the daily fantasy sports that you can betting on. So it's a pretty big company with 3,400 employees right now that formed about 2012. It's about 10 years ago. And every football season coming, DraftKings actually has a rally back to 2021. It has a strong rally where we made the last video about a year ago. Strong rally for a EMA cross, as you see on the left side. And a nice push from August 21st all the way to mid-September when the football season started. And 2020 has an even stronger rally from about the end of August all the way into early October when the stock market was really hot, and DraftKings actually ride the rally together with the stock market and the football season. And you can see our DraftKings actually push up from about $36 all the way to all-time high around $64. So it's about a pretty nice 50-60% push. So it's a strong seasonality, and currently this year, the football season starting September 8th and all the way to January 8th, 2023. And you can see currently DKNG DraftKings is in the daily downtrend, trying to break above on the Disney and ESPN potential partnership with DraftKings. The stock market was down really heavily because of the unfound payroll is better than expected. Market is really nervous about the potential rate hike on early November and December. So stock market was down pretty heavily with S&P 500 down 2.7%. While DraftKings actually closed about 3%. At one point that day on Friday, DraftKings was actually up almost at 8%. So the current potential trade is once this downtrend is going to be broken and holding this support, which is around 17.5, that could potentially initiate the swing trading should the market S&P 500 start to hold up. And also fundamentally, DKNG continues to grow as well. If you can see this revenue, and every year they're actually growing nicely. And in a growth style like this, we actually want to see this kind of revenue growth trajectory, and the data is provided by the earnings whispers. And if you look at some fundamental data, so the price sales and price to book ratio that are around 4.3, 4.2, which is relatively higher than the casino competitors like WYNN PENN and MGM. Their price to sell is usually around 2 right now, and mostly because the price to sell ratio is relatively high because DKNG has a stronger online betting sector compared to other physical casino. So it's kind of pricing to that valuation. So there's something to be aware of, that its current valuation is actually higher than other casino. We actually really like other casino stocks as well, since COVID is actually finishing up. And also just by the real estate property itself for WYNN, it's actually higher than its current stock valuation as well. So something to be aware of. And we just mentioned about revenue growth year to year. It's actually above 40%, which is what we like, which that means the company is actually be able to spend money and grow its revenue source in a nice trajectory. And currently, year to year growth is 56%. It's pretty nice. A lot of debts, $1.3 billion, but also has above more cash than debts, which is $1.5 billion cash. One thing we don't like, but the company at this stage trying to gain more market share as possible as they can. With acquisition last year with Golden Nugget, they burned a lot of cash, and currently the cash flow is a negative $770 million. So burn a lot of cash, but we see revenue growth and still more cash than debt. So currently the financial health is still good. However, there's a lot of short interest at about 10%. So we do see some potential short squeeze should the Disney and DKNG partnership news come out, which could come out anytime soon in the coming weeks. And the whole industry actually is growing, trying to legalize sport betting in the following states, which is Florida, Maryland, and Nebraska, which is the light green states. And the deeper green here, that means those states have legalized sport betting. However, actually the most populated U.S. states like California, Texas, and New York actually still haven't allowed or legalized sport betting. So once those states actually start to pass the bill, we could see this industry actually grow further, and DKNG is going to benefit from it. Florida is also one of the most populated states in the United States. So once they legalize it, potentially sometime this year or next year, that could also boost up DKNG's revenue as well. This is the news on Friday. A lot of major news sources started speculating. So potentially if we're going to swing it, it's going to be a speculated trade. The news basically said that DKNG rallied on Friday because potentially it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar deal with ESPN. And so that's a really big partnership coming out. And as we see previous slides, currently DraftKings valuation is only at $7 billion. So if they can strike the deal, currently, if you read through the news, potentially a $3 billion deal, that could potentially boost up the DraftKings valuation by 40%. So that means there's potentially quite a bit of upside from here. So currently, again, on the spring trading idea here is to make sure the downtrend can hold, even S&P 500 continue to break down. And if that's the case, that means DKNG has a really strong support. And if it's another 40% upside from here, that means DKNG could trade above this 20.42 200-day daily EMA to the $22, which is a 40% higher valuation here. So yeah, that's a pretty short video. It's some trading idea that we have been watching. So make sure to follow us on social media and Discord, and we'll keep you guys updated. Oh, one thing we forgot to mention, once the news came out, we started to see some loan co-option sweep coming up from our partner FlowAlgo, which is a option monitoring platform that we have been using. It's pretty handy. You can see DKNG has a longer dated call option started coming, which is about $500,000 on November 4, November 11, November 25th. It's all kind of out of money call options, 18.5, 21, 20. So this week is going to be a little tricky to add a swing trading position like this because farm payroll is coming up on Thursday, and we have a core PPI coming on Wednesday pre-market. So these two numbers together will drive the market a lot. SPY is going to be up, down $10 per share, which could affect DKNG price either way. So if we try to swing loan call option right now on Monday opening, and SPY actually gap down on the PPI and CPI number, then this DKNG swing could get some damage. So potentially if we enter before the PPI and CPI, we might enter some small size position. And once we confirm the market can hold up, the inflation is not as bad as it seems, markets start rally, then we might add more. So that's kind of give you guys a heads up about the trading operations side. So lastly, again, make sure to follow us on social media and make sure to check us out our Discord community at www.moneypigtrading.com. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.